Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. Now this video is for Geminis and their astrological forecast for the year 2022. So the entire year, the energies that's available, the astrological cosmic energy, planetary energy that's available for you to utilize, to leverage on, and to make the best decision possible regarding all life matters that's available for you next year. Now the year 2022 will see a great shift in energies, and as well as there would be some continuing energies from the year 2021 spilling into year 2022. So I'll be discussing all the astrological energies that's going to be available for you to use and live more consciously. Now this is not fortune telling. I'm just making you aware of the astrological cosmic energies that is available for you to utilize, because at the end of the day, it's all down to you how you use the energies, whether it's challenging one or the comfortable one, both how you use it, what is your perspective, it all depends on you. So Geminis, the year 2022 begins with a Venus retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Now Venus is already in the sign of Capricorn since the beginning of November 2021 and will remain in the sign of Capricorn until March, the first week of March 2022. But it goes retrograde from the middle of December, about 18-19 December 2021 until about 28-29 January 2022. So you will have this retrograde energy of Venus in your chart. Now Gemini's Capricorn is your 8th house, and that's where Venus will be. Now 8th house is about joint finances, it's about social finances, joint resources, intimacy, commitment, trust, in unions, mostly in intimate unions. So that's what 8th house is all about. Now Venus is the planet of values, it's planet of relationship and money matters as well. So when Venus goes retrograde in your 8th house, you are re-evaluating, reassessing any kind of codependency or too much dependence on other people's money, joint resources, or even collaboration. If you got too much dependency on business partnership or any kind of other people's money, or even social finances is concerned, and that can be loans or debts clearance or insurance inheritance through a financial institution. So all these things will be under review during the first month of the year 2022. But when Venus goes direct in the end of the month of January until first week of March, then you have more positive, more complying kind of energy of Venus in your 8th house. So you will see some positive energy in terms of shared finances after that. Now moving on from Venus and Capricorn, there is Jupiter in the sign of Pisces, and Jupiter is moving in the sign of Pisces in December 2021 on 28th of December 2021, and will be in the same sign until the 11th of May 2022. So it's a good 4 months, over 4 months in the year 2022. So Gemini, Pisces is your 10th house, and now 10th house is about career, reputation, your public image, how you see yourself in the world, how other people view you as well, their perspective of you. So your public image, reputation comes into play, your ambitions, achievements, accomplishments, all these things that you want to work upon, career and professional opportunities, business opportunities. All these are 10th house matter. Now when Jupiter goes in the 10th house, it's great news for your career. Absolutely expansive, optimistic, hopeful time, and even the opportunities through career that will come through would be in abundance in the first 4 months of 2022, Geminis. So it's a great time to really leverage and really utilize this time to make the most of what's available to you, and you will have a sense of responsibility and calling towards your career as well. Now, Jupiter is a planet of expansion, of good fortune, and all the good things in life, but it's also a very spiritual planet. So it brings about this kind of spirituality, responsibility in terms of what you are offering and your public image as well. You're very much cautious about how you're appearing to other people, and if you're appearing in the best possible possible in a beneficial, in a positive, enthusiastic, positive, helping kind of image, supportive kind of image to other people. So your career is definitely going to boom during this time, and you will see the positive outcome of all the hard work that you have been putting previously. So this is going to be a great time career wise and reputation wise, Geminis. Now in the month of April, Jupiter will be conjuncting Neptune in the sign of Pisces and in your 10th house. Now this conjunction will exactly happen on the 12th of April 2022, but you will see the effect maybe a week before and after as well. Now during this conjunction, Jupiter and Neptune comes together, and Jupiter and Neptune both are the rulers of Pisces, both co-rule Pisces. Jupiter is the traditional ruler and Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. In the 10th house, it's all about optimism, expansion and growth and progress in terms of a career. But Neptune here brings in imagination and inspiration as well to take on those responsibility and those career and business opportunities, Geminis. Now when the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune is working together and is supporting, it's great time to make these career decisions, the wise career decisions and the growth oriented career decisions in life. And the opportunity that's available, you will be able to really utilize those opportunities and make the most of it, Geminis. Now Neptune is the planet of inspiration and imagination, but it's also the planet of confusion and illusion. So you may be very hopeful with Jupiter in the 10th house. You are very optimistic and hopeful of these career opportunities and your growth and the dream that you have, the goals that you have in your life regarding your career matter, and your public image is immense during this time. But this Neptune here can give you illusion regarding it, and you may not be able to take on any modest opportunities that may come your way, and you may think that you deserve bigger and better things, and so these small opportunities may pass you by. So be wary and mindful that you're not living in a dream world in terms of your career, and you're utilizing all kind of opportunities, especially being a little bit more futuristic, a little bit more, see it more deeply, do the deep work and see where do you want to see yourself, how you want to earn your living, what are your values, what is your perspective in life, how you want to grow, and go from there. So don't let any kind of illusion or confusion or just the thought that you deserve bigger and better make you not make the best of the opportunities that do come your way. Now holding on to your dreams is great and hoping for better things is perfectly fine, but don't let opportunities pass you by just because you are thinking of something else that will come your way, which will be bigger and better and more deserving to your own idea of yourself, Geminis. Now Geminis, on the 11th of May 2022, Jupiter will move in the sign of Aries, and Aries is your 11th house. And 11th house is all about collaboration, social circle, your organization, associates, acquaintances, group work, your professional, the colleagues and the people, employees that you work with. So all these is 11th house matter. So Jupiter in Aries in your 11th house is going to bring a lot of good energy in your social circle and your group projects, collaborations. So it's a great time for to see some kind of enhancement and really expansion and in 11th house matters. So your social standing will get an upgrade. You will have more friends, new friends during this time as well. People you're collaborating with, your professional association will go through enhancement as well during this time. So Gemini, it's a great time to be really growth oriented, and your perspective thinking should be a little bit more on growth, focused more on progress and growth during this time. And you can make long-term goals and ambitions, whatever you want to achieve in the future. You can really work on those, plan it out, chalk it out, and write it in a journal maybe, and this will help you grow and work on these ideas and future projects, any creative projects that you want to associate yourself with. This is a great time to really put down the foundation, and it's a great helping energy. Jupiter is really hopeful and really brings in the good vibe wherever it goes. So there will be a lot of good vibe in your collaboration, in your growth group effort, and with people, social circle, people will be there to help you and support you, to grow you. So it's a great time to utilize this time for your own growth and to be more future oriented and progressive during this time, Geminis. 11th house also deals with your hopes and wishes and any gains that you get from a group project, collaboration, professional associates and social setting. So all these is going to get a boost up. Your income will increase. You will be very much hopeful in terms of collaboration and achieving things in a social setting. Any accomplishments, accolades that you are working towards, you'll see those coming your way, and you'll be very hopeful that it will come your way during this time. So use this great Jupiterian energy in your 11th house, Geminis, to really look outside your circle, what you are currently working on. Look beyond that, make more friends, experience new energy, new association, new organization, associate yourself with maybe a new cause during this time, more spiritual and humanitarian based cause, because Jupiter is that expansive planet of spirituality and good vibe, and in the 11th house, which is a natural Aquarius house, so this humanitarian causes does come into play. So it's going to really uplift you and really grow you as a person during this time. Now, moving on from the Jupiter energy in the year 2022, there is a big shift that's occurring in the month of January in 2022 for the next 18 months, and that is the shift of the lunar nodes. Now, lunar nodes has been in the sign of Sagittarius and Gemini from May 2020 for a good 18 months until January 2022. But from January 2022, it's going to change the axis and will move into Taurus and Scorpio. So North Node will be in the sign of Taurus, and the South Node will be in the sign of Scorpio during the 18 months period starting January 2022. Now, Taurus is your 12th house, so Scorpio is your 6th house. So your lunar nodes will be on the 12th and 6th house axis for a good 18 months, Gemini. Now, 12th house is all about subconscious, unconscious behavior. It's spirituality. It's about mysticism, imagination, inspiration, creative projects. It's also about your past patterns, old patterns, limiting, self-sabotaging patterns as well. So it leads to closure as well in the 12th house area. Now, 6th house is about health and work. It's about your daily duty, your routine, and all that. So when the North Node goes in the 12th house, what happens is you are more inclined towards spirituality and mysticism and experiencing things more that's beyond this earthly plane. You want to go more in the dream world, more spiritual world, and really connect with people on more spiritual level. And with South Node in the 6th house, which is a house of daily work and routine, it's time to move away from the daily grind. So it's a really great time to really focus on your healing, because 6th house is your health and 12th house is your healings. So any kind of limiting stuck energies in terms of health can come through healing in the 12th house matter, which is retreating, meditation, yoga, getting away from the crowd, and really using this time for spirituality and growth on a more spiritual level, Geminis. Now, this time can take you away from your regular scene, what you're doing on a regular basis, and from your regular environment, and can you take you beyond the seas as well, because 12th house is a Pisces energy, natural, and the Pisces is about seas and oceans. So you may be traveling as well, going away, maybe on a retreat or a spiritual journey, or interacting with people beyond your environment, or going beyond your normal circumstances, your daily life. You're going beyond, and this can be physically going beyond your daily environment, or also even just spiritually, mentally going there. Maybe you're interacting online something and you're reaching out to somebody beyond for your learning and spiritual advancement, Gemini. Now, you may want to focus more on retreat and getting away from crowd due to your normal daily circumstances, because South Node in the 6th house can give a sort of maybe unemployment, or work environment may be draining, and you want to move away from it, and you want to take time out from what you're doing and do something else. You may have some kind of dissatisfaction in your job environment, or it could just be affecting your health. Maybe you're working really hard and it's affecting your health, and the career, the job that you're in is not fulfilling, it's not satisfying you, and you want to move away from it. And this can be a great time to move away, reflect on what you want to do, and really look within for answers and see where do you want to go. And this can be a great time for spiritual advancement, really looking within for answers. Rely on your intuition. Even your dream world can be very elaborate and very active during this time, and that it can give you answers and really give you options as well in terms of how you want to proceed and grow. So use this time, Geminis, to really develop your inner self for spiritual evolution and to really grow from within, and not take toxic and negative behavior in terms of your daily life and work circumstances, job circumstances, or even colleagues, or just the work hours can be draining. So this time to release all those energies and move towards your own health and healing, Geminis. Now, Geminis, moving on from lunar nodes, we have Saturn in the sign of Aquarius in your 9th house. Now, Saturn has already been in the sign of Aquarius since December 2020 and will be staying in the same sign until March 2023. But the entire 2022, Saturn is going to be in your 9th house in the sign of Aquarius. Now, Geminis, Aquarius is an air sign, so it's a kind of a collaborating and harmonious aspect with Saturn for you. Now, Saturn does bring limitations and hard work in the area wherever it sits, but for you, even though it may have been limiting or restricting, but you were able to maybe come out of it much more easier than it would have been for other signs, because of both being an air sign. Now, Saturn in Aquarius in your 9th house is going to really crystallize, rebuild your idea, your perspective of the world, your philosophies, belief system, and that can be through learning, interacting with other people, people you have never interacted before, from different background, different cultures, and also through learning and travel. So if you are not able to travel, at least you can do it through learning and interacting, even on social media or online. So all these is going to really crystallize your viewpoint. It will really stabilize your mindset and maybe change you from any kind of previous conditioning, life conditioning, belief system that you grew up with. If something like that is stopping you, limiting you, restricting you, your own perspective in life, this is a great time to really change and look to other things for advancement, spiritual and soulful advancement, Geminis. Now, this Saturn in 9th house is squaring Uranus in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is your 12th house, and 12th house is about your spirituality and subconscious anyways. So 9th house and 12th house is so 9th house and 12th house energies are squaring, and it has been squaring in 2021 as well. There was 3 exact square in the year 2021, and there will be 1 in the year 2022, but you will feel the energy for the whole year, the Saturn square Uranus energy in 2022 as well. Now, when planets in 9th house squares with planets in 12th house, especially Saturn and Uranus, which is about limitation and disruption and crystallizing and rebuilding things with progress and advancement, you can definitely experience your spirituality and your belief system going through a sea of change during this time. Even a revolution and reboot, like you will feel a little bit wanting to really change your perspective about things that you used to previously believe in. And you may be faced with challenges and restriction and disruption if you are in a stuck kind of mindset, if you don't want to grow and you don't want to advance, you will feel the restriction. And so this is a great time to really use to reboot your belief system, to reboot your spirituality, how you see the world, your perspective, Gemini. It's a great time for travel and learning as well, but do check your schedule, definitely, Geminis, because you may be faced with some kind of disruption because of this square aspect, and your travel schedule or whatever you're learning, your educational schedule, subject that you are interested in, if you're studying that, you may feel some kind of restriction, but then that can be overcome if you plan it in a mindful way, Geminis. Now, Geminis, Mars will be in your sign, in the sign of Geminis, for a very long period in the year 2022. It starts its transit in Gemini in August 2022 and will remain in the same sign until the end of the year. Now, it will go retrograde at the end of October as well in the sign of Gemini. So there's a lot of first house influence for you. There's a lot of focus on you because Mars here will bring the energy and enthusiasm to really rebuild yourself from mind, body and soul, because first house is about your body, it's your mind, it's your life path, your personal priorities and destiny. Everything starts from the first house. So Mars here is a great time to really kickstart something you want to start or you have been wanting to start for the whole year. So it's a great time to really, because the energy is there, the uplifting and going forward energy is definitely there. Now, when Mars goes retrograde in your first house, you will be reevaluating yourself, revising how you want to project yourself. You will be reassessing your own priorities and whatever you want to achieve in life. The whole life will be under a kind of a reevaluation for you. So it's a great time to look inwardly again for answers, because everything is within you, Geminis, and you will get the answers if you trust your gut instinct and, you know, feeling whatever you want to achieve. So it's a great time to set those goals and personal priorities in motion, Geminis. So overall, Geminis, just as 2021 was, 2022 is also a great time for advancement. Just the whole life advancement, your career, your collaboration, the organizations you're associating with, your reputation, public image, your job, everything. It's a great time to really move ahead, and it's also going to lead to spiritual advancement if you look inwardly for answers and trust your gut instinct and, you know, be more confident and kind to yourself and grasp on all the opportunities that comes your way, the ones that you do want to take on, and don't restrict yourself in terms of collaboration, social setting, social friends, changing friends group as well, you know, and taking up new opportunities in terms of career and growth. So great time to really move ahead in terms of your whole life perspective, your career and your spiritual growth, Geminis. So I hope you have a wonderful 2022 and utilize these energies to make better decision, more conscious and aware decision in your life path, Geminis. Have a wonderful new year and I hope you have a great time. Thank you.